takes no medication. And when she don't take it, she becomes that.
Domestic violence is a growing safety concern around the globe. And wouldn't we automatically assume the victim to be a woman? Well, contrary to the general belief, here are two cases where men are harassed by their toxic girlfriends. Our first case involves Tamara, a dangerous wife who constantly harasses her husband Chris, and the motive behind this being pure jealousy. With this attitude, it wasn't long before Tamara lost it completely, leading to matters getting out of hand that the police had to interfere. On 4th June of 2023, Chris was forced to dial 911 after an argument with Tamara made her go crazier than usual. Then, the verbal assaults just got physical. To protect himself from the unpredictable and harmful nature of Tamara's current self, Chris had to stay locked in a room until the police arrived. Almost immediately upon their arrival, the cops sensed the immediate threat in the environment. From behind the reinforced door, Chris provided a chilling update. She's still trying to break down the door.
Here, Claire, he's advising she's still actively trying to break the door down.
Yeah.
The officers knew they had to act fast. They had to forcefully enter the locked house with Tamara loose on the inside, filled with rage and refusing to cooperate. She was cursing and repeatedly asking the police to leave the property.
Get out here now! Your hands, right now!
Even after getting arrested following initial resistance, she refused to accept her mistakes and kept screaming to the cops. "This is my house. I haven't done anything wrong."
Now, this is my house. I've done nothing wrong, and I don't have to get your hands off me.
She continued to curse and stated that her husband was cheating on her and just wouldn't admit it. Meanwhile, the cops notified Chris of the arrest. Now, with safe conditions outside, he came out of the room willing to give an explanation. This is when they learned more about the couple's troubled history.
She takes no medication. And when she don't take it, she becomes that.
He pointed out that Tamara's behavior had been unpredictable for years, brought on by a delay in her taking the medication. However, this time, the real reason was truly strange. As Tamara was cuffed and walked over to the police cruiser, she was still arguing that she had been arrested illegally, while her husband Chris emotionally confided that this harassment had been going on for 2 years out of their 20-year-long marriage. He suggested that she needs professional help and even said that she needs to be institutionalized. At this point, Tamara was detained in the back of the police car, still in denial.
Swear to God, I've not done anything wrong. I beat on the door. Yes, I did.
She was defending herself by admitting that she had knocked hard on his door. However, she argued that it was simply because he wouldn't answer her. Tamara's mental state was further complicated by her inconsistent medication regimen. Chris shared that she had been on 7 or 8 different medications over the years, and about 2 years ago, doctors prescribed lithium, a drug known to have severe side effects if not properly monitored. The lithium had a disastrous effect on Tamara, as Chris explained the first-hand experience. It really made her go nuts, Chris recounted. He mentioned that she started hearing things. She would sit in bed talking to people who were dead. And one night, she claimed to have seen their son walk out of his room and leave with strangers, even though he was asleep in bed. Tamara's mental health issues took a darker turn when she believed she had been assaulted. Chris was conflicted, unsure if her claim was true due to her deteriorating mental state. As officers inspected the scene, they found a hammer lying near the damaged door. When one officer asked, "So I'm seeing damaging chips on this door, is that old or is that new?"
So I'm seeing damage and chips on this door. Is that old or is that new?
Chris pointed out that the fresh marks explaining how Tamara had tried to break through the door earlier that day. It also had marks of her previous attempts to break it down, serving as proof of the ongoing cycle of violence. To his luck, Chris managed to capture a video of her crazy attempt to break down the door with the hammer.
Get out, Chris! Get the out of my house now!
That's her trying to break down
Oh, I
again.
can see the doorknob moving.
Chris stated that Tamara even threatened to kill him, so as a precaution, he locked all the weapons in a gun safe and hid the key to ensure his safety. Though relieved of her arrest, he was left to pick up the pieces of their shattered life. "I love her," he admitted, and he shared his view on her best interest by saying, "She's my wife of 20 years. I just want her better, but I don't know how to go about it." Later, with enough evidence, Tamara was taken to the police station for a detailed interrogation. As it progressed, Tamara remained defiant. The interrogating officer remained calm, explaining that Tamara had been heard threatening bodily harm to Chris during the 911 call. Tamara tried to justify her actions, claiming she was having a stroke and needed Chris to check on her. However, despite her claims of innocence, the evidence painted a different picture. In the end, she was charged with domestic violence, aggravated menacing, and resisting arrest. Now, on to the second case. We have the terrifying story of Austin and his extremely possessive girlfriend. This woman had moved into his home and quickly took control, isolating him from his family. One evening, this possessiveness reached a breaking point. Austin's girlfriend had taken his phone and laptop, cutting off all communication with his family. Concerned for his safety, Austin's mother called the police to check on him. When officers arrived at Austin's home, they found a chaotic scene. Austin's girlfriend was in a state of panic, shouting and refusing to cooperate with the police.
Austin, come here.
Do not, Austin!
Alright, still listen.
They're separating us, Austin!
Yeah, still listen.
Austin, please!
She was repeatedly instructing him not to reveal the location of his phone and laptop to the police. His sister was present at the scene. She had gone to check on him as he wasn't answering his phone, so she contacted the police, reporting that Austin's toxic girlfriend has taken his phone and laptop. And after carefully taking away the sister from there, the officers tried to calm her down.
Let me take the sister. Come out here.
They're trying to separate us. Look, you cannot separate us.
Sorry.
But her emotionally unstable behavior made it clear that the situation was serious. In a desperate attempt to stay by his side, her true behavior kicked in when she tried to forcefully enter the house after the officers blocked the entrance. To ensure Austin's safety, the officer asked him to shut the door. However, this only made the situation worse.
Austin!
Hey, listen, there's people sleeping.
Austin!
I'm gonna need you to calm down.
What is he doing?
He's talking.
Austin, they're gonna arrest me.
Despite the officer trying to stop her from shouting out at the late hour, she didn't give in and carried on with her drama. She just kept on snapping back at the officers and refusing to leave the premises. When a female officer tried to push her back from entering the house, she screamingly cursed and kept repeating, "What is going on?"
What the f going on? What is going on?
I want to know what's going on with you.
Later, the officer saw a male individual arrive at the scene. Looking eager to have a conversation, he was waiting for the right opportunity. As one officer approached him and demanded to identify himself, the stranger turned out to be the ex-husband of Austin's girlfriend.
Who are you to this situation?
I'm her ex-husband.
He revealed that his presence there was the result of reaching out to Austin's mother's post on Facebook. It was in an effort to save her son that she resorted to releasing a missing post on social media, all in hopes for a quick result. As she presented no immediate danger and her presence was currently unwanted, the law enforcement officers had the option to perform a civil standby. This is a service provided by police officers to ensure a peaceful resolution during potentially tense situations, typically involving the retrieval of personal property. This could only take effect if Austin chose to bar her from the house, and finally, he decided to legally let her go. Without losing any more time, the officers started gathering her belongings and placing them outside. This very sight broke her even more. She started claiming that they were trying to separate her from her best friend. The tension escalated as Austin's girlfriend continued to plead with him, even making Austin a special request stating, "Austin, I want you to take me somewhere safe." Austin, however, had no reply at all.
Ow! It's breaking my arm, Austin!
Stop. Put your hand behind your back, please.
Why?
Put your
Austin,
hand.
look what they're doing!
Despite her pleas, the police had to enforce their authority. They instructed her to step outside, but she resisted, clinging to Austin. "Austin, please, don't let them take me," she begged.
Austin, look what they're doing!
The officers tried to reason with her, explaining that they were there to ensure everyone's safety, but she refused to listen. The situation really took a dark turn when the police decided to arrest her. Eventually, when the officers did restrain her, she started shouting even more. "Austin, they're going to arrest me! Don't let them do this!" Despite her resistance, the police managed to secure her by dragging her into the patrol car.
Austin! Austin! What is going on?
The officers had to maintain control to prevent further escalation. At the end of this toxic drama, she had been charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, leaving Austin safe and sound. And that brings us to the end. So, what do you think about these cases? We're waiting to hear your thoughts in the comments, and we hope that you enjoyed today watching this video, and if you did, please make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more gripping stories for you. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.